Good morning, everyone. I hope this finds you well and living your best life in Jesus Christ. This being the day after Mother's Day, I can't help but be thinking of all the times my long-suffering mother had to put up with my rather rebellious ways. My mother used to say that of all her children, I was the most stubborn. Of course, my dad called me just plain mule-headed. Once I got something into my head, I will admit I was indeed as stubborn as a Missouri mule, and only being proved wrong in the most painful manner would convince me that I might, mind you, possibly be mistaken, and that possibly, just maybe, someone might know a better way. Normally, such stubbornness cost me a lot, but I insisted on doing things my way from an early age. Many painful episodes over time would eventually soften my stubbornness a bit, but I don't think it ever quite went away. Nowadays, if I'm not careful, I'll make excuses for it, often using euphemisms like resolve and stick-to-itiveness and tenacity. I love the word tenacity. But at its root, it's just plain old, I want things my way, stubborn. The problem is, though, that if I'm not careful, I do this to God. I'll know what he wants me to do, but I think I know better. Fred and I were reminiscing a while back about old songs, specifically old Sinatra songs, and I was reminded of a particular song that I used to think described me. It's called, appropriately, My Way. The song described the feelings of an older man as he looked back on his life. He remembered joys and sorrows, victories and defeats, good times and bad times. He admitted he makes mistakes, but he realized that he could have done some things better. But with a sense of satisfaction, he spoke with certainty of one thing, that he had lived his life his way. That song's message for a long time rang true with me, and it evidently rang true with many people, becoming a kind of an anthem for those wanting to live in their own way. With this attitude, they felt no need to be concerned how other people reacted. They felt like masters of their own fate, masters of their own destiny, defiantly living according to their own rules. It didn't matter if there was a God or if he had given them his word. It didn't matter at all. The book of Jeremiah tells us that many people in ancient Judah were like this, stubbornly clinging to their own will. God tells them in Jeremiah 16:12, "But you have behaved more wickedly than your ancestors. See how all of you are following the stubbornness of your evil hearts instead of obeying me?" See, they didn't really care about God's word. It didn't matter if in his sight there was a right way and a wrong way, or if he had a plan for every person. But God knew these people were foolish. He knew how little they really understood, and he also knew how much they really needed to listen to him. Many people, even Christians, continue to try to chart their own course, if you will, to do things their own way. Many are proud of this determination, but all of us need to remember our limits. See, we can't see the future, and we really don't know what we will need to be prepared for in life. God, however, does. We often forget that we all, as we're reminded in 1 Corinthians, quote, "see only a reflection as in a mirror. Then we shall see face to face. Now I know in part, then I shall know fully, even as I am fully known." Today, as we go through our day, let's remember that the key to meaning and fulfillment is to trust God, to let him direct our path. Remember, he is our creator. He knows everything. Let us seek to live according to his timeless word. Cry out for his wisdom, listen to his spirit, and learn his ways. Let's remember Proverbs 3, 5, and 6 today, which tells us, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your path straight." Let's let the Lord straighten our path today, and let's put that mule-headed stubbornness to rest at last. I hope you make today a terrific day. I want you to remember I'm here if you need me. And I love you all.